Hi guys, I'm Ellie Rose with UFORose.com and this is your Love Tarot reading for the 22nd to the 28th, and yeah, this is Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Whatever resonates, take it in. If it doesn't, let it go for someone else. So let's see what we've got for our Aries. Oh gosh, okay, big messages coming out for Aries already. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords in reverse and the Fool. Okay, so we've got two people here, one that's ready to start a new beginning and one that is just not willing to let go of the past. So this could be perhaps in terms of an old relationship, so maybe somebody out there has broken up with somebody recently and they're like ready to start a new path, but their ex is kind of still clinging on to it, or still like contacting them, still, you know, putting lots of thoughts in their head and making things confusing and unwilling to let go of, you know, what you guys had. Or it's, for some of you, it will be that you are trying to start a relationship with someone new, but that person is still clinging on to their past hurts. So, you know, this could be somebody that's been cheated on before, somebody that's like unwilling to trust, somebody that just won't let go of the past because it's still bothering them, it's still affecting them mentally. So yeah, we've already got two groups of people there. Let's find out some more. What about the Fool here? Tell me more about this. Got the King of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, there wasn't, I think that there was either an ending here or a rejection, and because of that this person is like, okay, I'm gonna go somewhere new. I'm gonna just kind of, yeah, take my energy elsewhere, if that's how you're gonna be. And you know, this person with the King of Swords here is trying to be quite diplomatic about it. So if you are falling into a group of people that are dealing with an ex, then, you know, you're trying to be diplomatic about it. You're trying to, like, you know, be kind, or be kind by, you know, not talking to them either. Like, it might be the case that, you know, you've just taken the high road and said, you know what, I'm gonna have to block you, like, I don't want to have to talk to you anymore. Either that, or you're trying to still talk to them civilly because of something, you know, maybe you own property together, or you lived together and you have to kind of like sort out like home stuff because you're both now out in the cold looking for somewhere new. It's like, yeah, the person on this side is trying to be very careful about this. So if it isn't a relationship ending, then yeah, you know, you're trying to sort everything out, you're trying to be like understanding of them and not get into like debates and not get into fights, because perhaps they might be still like aiming some shit at you essentially with this Ten of Swords in reverse. If you're dealing with a new person, then this is just showing that you're willing to go into something new, but you're being very careful about it because you're aware that they do have some baggage still. So let's find out about this other person. What have we got for this Ten of Swords? The Sun, okay, and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, so I mean, this can be a Leo here or fire energy, but this is, with this, the Sun with the Ten of Swords is telling me that this person is kind of like stuck in ego habits. So like, by that I don't mean egotistical, like, you know, arrogant or like pompous. I mean they're stuck in like a lack mentality or fear mentality. So basically their ego is telling them like, be careful because, you know, stuff might end exactly how it ended beforehand. And yeah, because of that they're perhaps not dealing with this situation too well. They're kind of like juggling their opportunities, like, you know, do I go to this person or do I not? And because of that they might be a little bit in and out. So again, whether that's an ex or a new person, it's kind of this like, I want you, no I don't want you, no I want you, no I don't want you. And they can't quite make up their mind because of, you know, not letting go of something from the past. So let's see what feelings we've got towards each other. So on the left here, on my left, what feelings have we got towards this connection? We've got the Knight of Wands and The Hierophant. Okay, yeah. So if you're the person on this side here in the Fool, and we've got all elements here, so this can be any sign, but basically you want to take action towards commitment. Like, you want something that is a little bit more solid, rather than this constant, like, maybe, and, you know, not knowing whether or not you're coming or going. So with the Hierophant here, definitely what you're after is a commitment, you know, whether that is marriage or like something that is akin to that. If you're not somebody that believes in marriage, it's like you just want to know that you are safe with that person. You want to know that you have like a grounded connection with them, and that they're not going to kind of constantly come in and out and, you know, change their mind, or, you know, be ruled by this fear of like past stuff happening again, because, you know, obviously that's not what you're about. You've got the King of Swords here, so like you're going to be quite a careful, diplomatic person, and so you're probably not going to hurt this other person. But it is, if this is you here, this is nothing to do with you. This is their issues. So yeah, and with the Knight of Wands here as well, it's like you kind of want it soon. It's like, I'm tired of this game. Like, I'm tired of waiting, being really impatient. I just want to rush in and make it all better. Or, you know, even if this is like an ex situation that you're wanting to get out of, it's like you're wanting to rush out of it and find something that is more committed. And I've just had a look here, you've got the Hermit on the bottom of the pack, so that's like the driving energy. So this is all about, you know, finding the answers within yourself. So if you are kind of like feeling a little bit rushed, then think about why you might be feeling rushed. Like, is there a chance that you might be a little bit afraid of losing this connection? Or, you know, are you afraid that if you leave it too long, that someone else will come in and overtake you? You know what I mean, overshadow you. What is it that you're frightened of, that you're kind of not willing to just surrender to what will be? The answers will be found inside of yourself. So let's have a look at the feelings for this person here. What feelings has this person on my right got towards, this connection, the Three of Swords in reverse? Yeah, totally. That's exactly what I'm talking about. This person here cannot let go of some heartbreak, whether that's with you or somebody else in their past. Like, they are carrying it with them like a really heavy backpack, and all they need to do is just put that backpack down, and, you know, then they'll be like, oh, I didn't realise that I had the choice to put that down. But they do have the choice, but they're kind of unaware of it at the moment because they're being ruled by the ego. They're unable to realise that they are kind of they're restricting themselves because they don't want to move forwards. Like, and then on the other side here with the Fool, it's like, you're like, well, I'm ready to move forwards, I'm ready to trust the universe, I'm ready to surrender to what will be. So what are you doing over here? You're kind of just like stuck in this, but I want to avoid heartbreak, and I don't like to feel hurt. It's like, yeah, there's quite a lot of kind of like poor me energy on this side, I think. And I mean, on this side too, like, there's been a lot of hurt. It's the Five of Pentacles, so there's been some sort of like loss of grounded stability and safety feelings. But for this person, it's like it's all in their mind. This is all swords, and with the Sun, like, the Sun is normally my favourite card. It's a beautiful card, but like when it comes up with this stuff, it's kind of like, it's like ego out of whack. Like, they can't see past their own fears. And if this is you, you could be the nicest person in the world, and you could be willing to, like, you know, trust and share and like have this beautiful connection with them and be like, I will never hurt you, and really truly mean it, but they're still not going to quite see it because they've got baggage to sort out. So yeah, okay, let's see what is blocking these guys. What subconscious blocks have we got for this person on my left? We've got the Seven of Cups. What is blocking this person? And the Knave of Wands in reverse. Okay, so yeah, the block for this, if this is you here, you know, this can be Aries, Taurus energy. I mean, we've got all suits here, so it can be anybody really. But basically what's going on is this person is frightened that if they don't take a step towards this person, that they're going to have other options, that they are going to, you know, maybe meet somebody else, or like, you know, maybe get busy with work, or maybe move away, or just the timing won't be right. And a lot of this actually is, I think, this, you know, this person here is their kind of impatience. And it's not impatience as in like an irrational kind of like, you know, it's like impatience is not the best trait, but a lot of the time impatience comes from fear. It's not about, you know, just being one of those people that's like, oh, for God's sake, hurry up. Like, it's not that kind of impatience. It's like a fear that if you don't get it soon, then it will go, and then you'll miss your opportunity, or that person that you feel this deep connection with is going to like disappear into the horizon, and you'll never see them again. It's like that kind of impatience. So I feel like this is blocking this person quite a bit from their own spiritual journey. Like, if they're so focused on the other person, and they're so focused on getting this person to cut, like, you know, or having something happen with relationships, whether it is, you know, like I said earlier, this could have been an ex. So, you know, it might be like finding a new relationship if you're single. Like, maybe you're like, oh my God, when will it happen? When will my prince come? Like, all of this stuff, it's like, it's fear driven. It's like, if I don't get it now, I'm never going to get it. I'm going to be alone forever, and I'm going to be a spinster with a bunch of cats. Like, everybody has that fear, but it is blocking you from trusting yourself and being okay by yourself. Like, you know, I showed you the hermit driving your energy here. It's like this need to be okay by yourself before you can come to this person or a new person, or, you know, fully like get into a really like strong connected relationship. You need to be able to trust yourself, and to also trust that if this person or a person does find another option, that's not a reflection on you, that's just what's happened. Some people still have like karmic, you know, relationships that they have to live out, and that helps them heal, and it has nothing to do with you. It's like just part of their journey. It's like, you know, their soul contract that they might have another box to tick on their way, you know. And if you guys are like true soulmates, then that will be on the way up to you, and it hurts, it's shit, but it's just one of those things. Like, sometimes people will have other options, and, you know, you have to learn not to take that personally. So what about this person on this side? What blocks have we got going on for this person? We've got the Six of Cups. Oh, that one wants to come out. Yes. Oh, the Six of Cups and the Ten of Cups. What's blocking them? Whew, okay, these are nice cards that are blocking them. Okay, so I feel like the two of these together means that this person is blocked by a fear of loss, of not having it perfect. So the two of these together, it's like you've got the happy ever after card, and then the nostalgia card, or like the kind of it's like dreamy, like, wow, weren't things perfect? And looking through things with rose-tinted glasses. It can also be a past life thing. So if this is somebody that you are resonating with the connection, then perhaps this is a past life connection. But I'm seeing this as somebody that wants things to be so perfect that they will put aside anything that feels like it might have a little bit of like push and pull to it, because they're like, no, it needs to be perfect, it needs to be the one. If I'm going to get over whatever past baggage I've got going on here, I need it to be like, you know, all roses, which is completely unrealistic. Let's be honest here. There's no such thing as a perfect relationship. There's no such thing as like two people that never argue, and people that say that they never argue are either lying or perhaps not being fully honest with each other and just going off and being like, I'm really upset with them, but I'm not going to tell them, and that's why they don't argue. Like, people clash. People are not the same. Human beings are all different, right? So at some point we're going to have some sort of, you know, head-to-head on something. So for this person here, it's almost like they're saying, well, if it's not perfect, then I don't want it, because I'm so scared of like being hurt in even a tiny little way that I would rather avoid this than just enjoy it and, you know, have this like perfectly imperfect love. Yeah. Okay, so what advice can we give to this person here on my left? What advice can we give? Justice. Okay, yeah, so it's basically saying learn the lessons that the universe is gonna give you. So, you know, there are going to be hurdles coming, there are going to be like, you know, little itty bitty bits of karma that you're like, oh, you know, I don't have to deal with that, I just want the happily ever after and I want it now, you know, and I'm being really impatient and I want this new start, you know, and I'm being really diplomatic, I'm being really careful and I'm being really good, you know, I'm putting my all into this, but actually what I really want is this commitment and I want it now. So if you're in that kind of mindset, you know, but you're also like terrified that, you know, what if it's not me, what if they don't pick me? There are still lessons to be learned, basically. So, you know, justice is still here. And here we go, look, on the bottom of the pack, the Knight of Cups. It's like, you know, all I want is for someone to come and offer me love. But if that's all you want, then the universe is going to be like, oh, hold up, there are some other things that you need to look at first. So, yeah, it's like if you're kind of hell-bent on this, you know, I want it now, then, oh, it's gonna, you know, the universe is gonna throw up some other stuff for you to deal with before you get there, because, you know, there are more lessons to be learned. So just, yeah, just be patient and hold on, you know, hold on to this roller coaster ride that the universe is offering you. So let's see this person on my right. What advice can we give that one? The Four of Cups, take the cup. This card always makes me laugh. This guy, I don't know if you can see this, the guy, he's like sitting there looking at the 3 cups like, oh, when is my cup coming? And the cup is like there, just like, dude, take the cup. Okay, so for this person, it's like, you know, take the opportunity for love. Take it because it's obviously here. You know, stop getting stuck in this sword energy of like, but I don't want to be hurt. It's like, none of us want to be hurt. You know, you kind of just got to move past that and get out of this like ego, like fear mindset that everything has to be perfect, and then kind of going, oh, should I, shouldn't I? Yeah, so this person needs to take the cup. So yeah, guys, I hope that resonated. If it did, let me know in the comments. Hope it helped. And yeah, in particular this week, I was going to say this actually, we've got some interesting like astrology stuff going on that will probably help with like some of this stuff, like purging. So we've got the sun moving into Scorpio and it's going to be conjunct Venus, which is still in retrograde. So I've got some articles up about Venus retrograde on my website. It's going to be bringing up loads of stuff about self-worth, self-love, connecting with people, like all of this kind of like soulmate karmic stuff is very tied into Venus retrograde. So, you know, do a little bit of research into that and you might find some like stuff come up. And it's also on the same day as a full moon. So yeah, it's going to be midweek, and for a lot of people there's going to be a lot of stuff coming up that they're like, whoa, okay, now I've learnt some lessons, or now I've like, you know, realised some stuff. So yeah, check that out, and yeah, subscribe please. See you next week.